Alright, so welcome to my hidden video series on the effect. For the people watching this, you're most likely familiar with my old YouTube channel, where I used to publicly post videos on my findings. But after making a few errors that I wasn't too happy about, I decided to sort of resign from that. And it turns out to be a good thing, because now I'm going to be posting only private linked videos for those who are seriously affected by this phenomenon. So this isn't for everyone. I appreciate it if you respect the privacy of these videos and not to share these links with anyone who isn't experiencing the phenomenon to an extreme. This video series is not for everybody. This is only for the people who can think on a deeper level, the ones that are on a spiritual quest for truth and knowledge. Apparently, there's a lot of trolls out there. They experienced some of the big Mandela effects that we all know of, Forrest Gump and Jiffy and those initial discoveries, but they didn't follow their calling and take it to the next level. Instead, they turned to their own backyard philosophies and started making up bullshit. And well, this is why I'm making private linked videos now, is to avoid those people. This is something that only those who can understand the nature of the phenomena on a full spectrum. I've found the way. You don't need a particle accelerator. You don't have to have a quantum computer. You have the power of your mind. I've been able, through meditation, to tune in to these different channels of frequency, tap into other realities, and pull memories back out of them from other realities. People say, oh, the Sinbad movie disappeared. What, you think that's the only one? You think that Jiffy and all of the other products, Oreo, double stuffed, they're just gonna randomly change in multitudes, but only one movie's gonna disappear? Don't you wanna know what the other movies are? I plan to reveal this, but be prepared. The things that I'm going to be telling you guys are only for those that are strong-minded. I wasn't very happy with myself because I don't like to make mistakes. And I thought, you know what? I'm just so distracted with all that I have going on here that I just didn't take my time and I learned a lesson. I'm not gonna do that again. But then I did discover some new effects. Got pages of them right here. The original people who started reporting on this, you know, the first little group of people that have been around, were making serious videos, and then all of a sudden all these other YouTube channels pop up, and they become the high priest of what is and what isn't. And I said, you know what, I'm not casting my pearls among swine anymore. So maybe not everybody remembers this, but there's several different changes in reality. You have to be observative. You have to be sensitive. You need to retain your original memory. The Bible says, in the beginning, God created the heavens, plural, as it used to say, and the earth, singular. This is, testifies to one original earth with multiple dimensions. God, singular, he created man. It says, let us make man in our own image, plural. So the many different images of us that are designated to one original earth exist in many different layers of dimensions. But yet, some of these kook heresies that discredit the Bible, even though it accurately prophesied and predicted the Mandela effect thousands of years in advance, they still discredit what it has to say, and instead look to people like Dolores Canyon or Jordan Maxwell. And because of this, I'm highly sad for those individuals. They had a fantastic opportunity to witness something supernatural, and they went and threw away their experience on bogus crap. The way the Mandela effect works, I've got this figured out, is like a radio station, the radio waves. The original reality we were all tuning into, same channel, and something or someone came along and started switching the channel. And now people are tuning in to different frequencies. If you hear about a Mandela effect, and you remember it, and then you think about it, and then go, oh wait, it's always been that way, then your mind just shifted frequencies. You've been sucked into the matrix. Don't let that be you. Be observative. Pay attention to detail. So basically, deja vu is linked with the effect. I've had serious episodes of deja vu when I was a teenager, and I had people recently mention to me, oh, they still are having deja vu. Well, I hate to be judgmental, but I just don't buy what people have to say. I mean, maybe their ideal of deja vu isn't exactly what I experienced, because I know when I had it, it was such a severe episode that I literally had deja vu of having deja vu, I was walking across my living room as a teenager, and I said, wait a minute, I've done this before. It's like I knew. No, that's not I think or feel it. It's like I absolutely know for certain. I've done this before, and I'm like just redoing it again. You know, deja, already done this. You already did it. Deja vu. French, right? And then I remember saying, I'm having deja vu. And then going, holy crap, I remember doing this before, and then saying I'm having deja vu. So it was like such a strong episode. There must be a connection. Only common sense would say so. So people have overruled all these things, and they turn to ridiculous Mayan calendar prophecies. Nevertheless, I don't think it's just deja vu, but I did have an out-of-body experience. And I'm not alone. I know 4 other people around the same time frame who've described the exact same thing, even had to go to the hospital over it. Nothing was found for the medical results, and you're talking 4 different people who live states apart from one another. So I started investigating, and I was taking a survey and asking people what different household products they use. Maybe we all came in contact with some kind of chemical. I thought maybe it's that Advantage stuff for fleas you put on the back of the dog's neck. You know, we didn't have that when I was younger, and it sounds pretty creepy to me that there's something you can put here and fleas just die, right? It's not for humans, apparently, but you pet your dog, you get it on your hands, now you're flea resistant. Pretty scary. Turns out, no, people said we didn't use that, so I said, okay. It wasn't that. What it was I shifted up out of my body. My consciousness left my body. I could hear myself speak as the third-party person. And then I re-entered into this new body where my heart is in the center. And I started noticing things were different everywhere I went. I was sitting in a parking lot, I look up at the sign, and I think, that looks strange. I don't remember Staples having the L looking like that. You notice that there's a pattern with all these things, by the way? Joel Osteen, what letter is missing? The L, Kohl's, where's the little dot pointing to? The L. Nevertheless, I just thought the companies were rebranding their logos. They do that from time to time. I never jumped to the conclusion that something supernatural had taken place, but I did know that something wasn't right. I got the sensation that something's off, and I was even writing poetry about it. Some of the words to my poetry said, what happened to normal? Where did it go? Where are the people that I used to know? See, I knew that something wasn't right. The Twilight Zone is not just a television show. Not anymore. It's, the fifth dimension is our reality now. We're living in the Twilight Zone. It feels like I was pulled out of my natural habitat and I was placed into an artificial environment where things were slightly off. And well, when I stumbled across my first Mandela effect video, that explained it. I said, aha, that's it. As soon as I heard Jiffy, I was like, I knew it. Another person that makes videos, the same story. That is synchronicity right there. How is it that we could both be walking down the store, see Jiffy, and, go, oh, it's Jiff now, and take a mental note of that? It was important enough that it stood out to me. So, basically, I can tell you a story about all these different products that I noticed before I knew, that it had never changed, apparently, supposedly. But it's deeper than that. There's more to it, and that's what these video series are going to be about. We're not going to be talking all about product logos anymore. We're going to take it to the next level. All the other people have been stunted in their spiritual growth. For some people out there, I think they're aware that there is more to this than movie quotes and product logos. So anyways, those are the things I'm going to be talking about in these video series as I report to you new findings. I'm going to give you a couple today of which I already listed. And the first one comes from the Bible, a very significant verse for the time we're living in. It used to say, nobody can buy, sell, or trade unless they have the image of the number of the beast, or something to that effect. Now, don't quote me on the last part, but do not buy, sell, or trade. Three distinct acts. Buying, selling, and trading. Well, the word trade no longer exists. Hold on to my original reality. Well, the same thing exists with the, theme from the Breakfast Club, Simple Minds. Don't you forget about me when you walk on by, right? Okay, here comes the little, part where they do the little humming. They'll say, na, 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 na. Right? That one? Well, guess what they say now? La, 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 la. Now, I never heard the word la in my entire life. Take my word on this. If you're not experiencing it, as most people did not report when I wrote it, everyone shot it down and said that's not an effect. Well, it is for me because I've never heard la, 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 la. I've never heard that. And how would this reality residue continue to exist with people singing it that way? They even have the third reality, as always, where they're saying die. Na 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 na. It was an NA sound. So there's another song that changed, and I didn't mention this one because, well, the content of it is sort of like PGR, I guess. You gotta lick it before you stick it. Now all you gotta do is watch Booty Call and the two Arab guys in the convenience store start singing the song for you. They'll tell you what the lyrics are. You gotta lick it before you stick it. Well, apparently that song has changed. It no longer says you have to lick it before you stick it. It's now you have to lick it so we can kick it. It was you have to lick it before you stick it. You have to lick it so we can kick it. Right? Now it just says the whole song all the way through it. Lick it so we can kick it. No sticking it anymore. And so I knew about this one, but I didn't want to make a video on YouTube talking about sticking and licking all this, R-rated material. And I've got these songs that were once top of the billboard, played over and over again on the radio. Songs that everybody knew, the words stuck in your head, they got annoying, you heard it so much. And well, now, they're no longer. I found very small remnants, some reality residue of these songs existing, mostly in B films. Very distorted in the background, you can hear the songs playing. I said, wait a minute, I know this song. Well, that's impossible because it doesn't exist here. I mean, yeah, remnants of it exist, but not only that, there's a popular movie that once exists. It's not the Sinbad movie, there's another one. And there's a song that now does exist. And I'm going to tell you, I'm very reluctant to share it because as soon as I, tell you what the lyrics are, you're going to go, well, you've never heard that song? You're crazy, Evan, that's not an effect. And it's not, it's so old that it's before my time, and it's the type of music that I would have listened to. How did I miss it my whole life? That's the question. I sang it actually to all my family members. I played it for them, I should say. I played this. I said, tell me, if the song is familiar. And I, threw in some questions about it, and they're like, all right, play it. What do you got? As soon as I started playing it, they're like, you never heard of that song? And I stopped it and said, you have? They're like, yeah, of course, that's classic. And I said, really? What are the words? Can't tell me the words, can you? You can't tell me the words. That's funny. You've heard the song all these times. Tell me what the next lyrics are going to be. Oh, I don't know what they are, but I know the song for sure. Yeah, see, because when I ran across the song, I heard it, and I was like, man, that's a good song. I'll read the lyrics. Also, there's a couple of other things is that watermelon used to taste sweeter in my reality. I mean, there's little subtle things that people are never going to, pick up on. You could say, well, maybe I'm just not getting any good watermelon. I eat only organic. I shop high-quality foods. And it just used to be sweeter in my old reality. Just as people used to age different in my old reality. Is the cheekbones are wider. My cheekbones were never this wide. And as far as I knew, you stop growing at a certain age. But I'm not alone. There's other people who I know, it seems that they've aged the same way as I have. They're not aging. I can just see that they look different. And that includes Jim Morrison when he was practicing music. He was famous in, through the Woodstock era. And before he died, if you look at some of his last pictures, he too has the new skull with the cheekbones. I'm hopping around from topic to topic, but when I dive into them and specifically focus on one thing, I'll focus on how people are not aging the same in this reality and how the cheekbones have gotten wider, actually, from the new skull. But nevertheless, I remember when I was a kid in the 80s, there was a little bit of an argument about if it's tomato or tomato. And I thought to myself, maybe they never made the connection. Maybe it was tomato. And then another group of people from a different reality started saying tomato. And they never made the connection that reality had shifted and just agreed that, well, there's two different ways to say it. You could even say it tomato or tomato. Makes me wonder. High definition drawings in this reality. A lot of things are coming in more clear. If you think about the year 2020 coming up, in a few years, what does 2020 represent? Perfect vision. I can see clearer now. I can see clearer now that the rain is gone. What is going to be revealed in 2020 if we make it that long? So everything seems to be coming in high definition. Look at the moon. The moon is brighter and more vivid, but that's not it. In this closet right here, I have a painting of a family member of mine who died, and she liked the artist who painted in the mall. He was real good, Asian artist who did painting that looked like, pictures, but they were portraits. And so when she died, we decided to have her picture painted by that very artist that she liked so much. And well, he did as good of a job as you can do in our old dimension, but now I go to YouTube, Facebook, Google, and I just see people drawing the craziest artwork, and it's so vivid. It's 3D, it pops out at you. I saw people drawing eyeballs that look like it was taken with a high-definition camera and a Nikon macro lens. I mean, you can see like the light reflection and details, and they're doing this by hand with a pencil. High-definition artwork did not exist at that level in my reality. I mean, yeah, they had some pretty good paintings, but now it's phenomenal. So more improved paintings in this reality. So I've got several different things here to mention. I'm going to skip it for now. And I'm thinking about sharing these song lyrics with you. These are songs from another reality, and I said, hey, I could become a rock star, even though I'm not talented. Because if you ever think of a hit song, right, a number one chart song, it's like the artist that created it, they get all the, glamour and fame for their song. But what if it didn't exist and you still remembered the lyrics? You'd be like, hey, I got this great song I wrote, yeah. I think there was something like that in, what was that movie, where they went back, the Hot Tub Time Machine. Not the first one was actually funny. The second one that was really stupid. I think they did that. They went back in time and stole band lyrics and then pretended that they wrote it themselves. So anyways, these songs are no longer. And so one of them is a rock song, or more like metal from the early 80s. Doesn't really exist in this reality, but it was real rebellious, and I'm not a singer, but bear with me, I'll try to get the rhythm here for you guys. I was able to tap in, and then I was like, it's like tuning into a certain frequency. You can start to channel these things, and you can start channeling the memories from the different layers of reality. Using meditation, I'm able to sort of channel in and just like basically, I'm like a receiver. And I think that you could be too if you're sensitive enough. I'm like a receiver, and I'm picking up frequencies. It's me channeling into it, and so I started to get this song, and it was like, day jobs, I don't need them. Danger, I will defeat them. They can never stand in my way. As long as I was bringing in the money, then you and I can still play danger. That was what it was. That was a song that I know it was there. I just can't find it now. You can type in the lyrics. You can, try to look it up, and where'd it go? It's gone. And that's not the only one. I got as many as 4 of these. This song, what's that sound? You hear that sound? I heard something. Okay, this song, it's kind of interesting that I'm talking about frequencies, and this was once a hit song. Something like, I'm just going to say it because I'm not a singer, but okay. When I was young, I had a radio. Hang on, I messed it up. Okay, so I'm just going to sing. Please, let's not make this a talent competition because I already know, I suck. But okay, it was like, when I was young, I had a radio playing in my bed. Music flowing all through my head, telling me that I had it right. Playing music all through the night on the airwaves. Playing loud and clear, just what I want to hear, music all the time, yeah. That was terrible, that was horrible. I'm sorry, guys. I mean to ruin it for you. More lyrics here. Wherever I go, I bring my radio. Walking along, singing my song all night, never alone. My headphones all night, so nice. Anyways, okay, I ruined it. I can't hold a musical note for nothing. That's definitely not my skills in life, but does anybody recognize the song? Does that sound familiar to you? You gotta think I'm crazy here. Hey, I got one more to, traumatize you all with. Maybe I can get a musician in here to play the piano or something, because I distinctly remember the sounds of the rhythm. Like this other one right here that I sang before that, or attempted to sing. It was like, let's see. Every day tonight I can see you act conceited, can't believe how you perceive it. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Like I could hear the rhythms. And this one here, with my radio playing in my bed, it goes. When I was young, I had a radio. Like I can hear it. I can hear the guitar. All right, one more. All right, this one comes from the movie. This was a movie that existed about a rebellious girl who went to preparatory school, and the guy was like a sleazeball, right? But he came off as Mr. Good guy, and she knew it. She knew he was a sleazeball, and she was rebelling against it, and she had the whole the preppy kids, what do you call it? The snobby kids, right? The snobby kids all against her, because she was the one that was the one that wore the the black and everything, like crazy clothing. And so basically, like there were quotes that we would say from the movie. Like one of them is like, "How did they stay so skinny?" And she was like, "Round trip meal ticket." And what's a round trip meal ticket? I mean, I just remember the parts of the movie, and there was another one, "No dope for the Pope." And then they got their revenge on him. They broke into his office. Anyways, nevertheless, the part of the movie, there's some more quotes. There's just so many quotes that came from that movie. And one of them was it? Fork spoon. Is this a fork? A soup spoon. Is it like a soup spoon, you silly cow? But what was the one quote I'm thinking of? Crap, I can't remember. What was it? Oh, you will be expected to perform. And then the girls were filling in the blank. And at first it was like, you were expected to perform. They were like, surgery. And then he's like, you were expected to perform. And then they were like, full frontal nudity. And they were like making fun of the treat. Anyways, okay, let me get to this. Okay, so the theme of that song. Thought I had it written down here. Oh, bad writing. I'm just gonna ruin this. People. Okay, I need to see my own writing. What does that say? Read that. What? People tell me that. Oh wait. Oh, because I have that one. It's here somewhere. Oh, nobody wants me around. They say, and it's a chick, right? So they say, "Hey, girl, you better take care." Because it's a girl singing it. This is a girl song. The star of the movie. She's the one who sings it. Super smart. Does anybody know? Never mind. I'm done. All right, guys. I got more to come. More real quickly. There's probably going to be a lot of cuts in the video that I just made, but I wanted to jump back in here. Quick wardrobe change, of course, just never mind that. But the rhythm of that song just came back to me. If anybody's seen the movie, here from my reality, but you would know the theme song in the beginning, the super smart song, right? So, like, the girl, she's kind of nasally, so I'm going to pinch my nose. I'm going to see if you guys recognize the song. She's like, the road you're on is leading down, but I don't care what they tell me. I don't care what people say. I don't buy what you're trying to sell me. I have more fun living my own way. Hey, yeah. Hey, you think you're super smart? And it's like, people tell me that I'm crazy and that I'm breaking all their rules. But I don't care what they tell me. I don't care what people say, because there's more to life than what you learn in school. Okay. I don't have a high-pitched voice, but she's nasally. Okay, anyways. All right, that's all. If you recognize the song, then you know the movie. And if you know the movie, then you know the song. See you guys next time. And let the Schwartz be with you.